Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi. Take off.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action, it's Kelly. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. To try again after the sack. Kelly. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Kelly. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Trent McDuffie able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Let's go! Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Chiefs had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Here's Mond. He rifles one that's intercepted. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Mond. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mond looks to throw on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, Kelly. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 23 yards the pickup there. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On first down, it's Kelly. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Kelly to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Kelly. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Amari Cooper. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
Trying to lay one up deep. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back Tide.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Kelly. Jones has it. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Kelly completes it right side to Cooper. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down throw. Kelly toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Velus Jones is intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Kelly.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Kelly.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Drill 52. Red, cycle. Slide 2. Ready?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mon.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
Now Mon.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sam Hubbard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Black Ultra.
On 2nd and goal.
Mon.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Von going to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Oliver, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that. Thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever been.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple, and it'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
2nd down and 8. Mond looks to throw.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Trail green. Cut.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Kelly. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's going to take another shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's Kelly. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
Touchdown, Bears!
Donald Parham.
26 yards.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's Kelly to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Kelly. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Play action, it's Kelly. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Jones,
34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much. Ahmad fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Josh Oliver,
his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Kelly. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Mond looks to throw on first down.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Kelly. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the RPO, he completes it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Josh Oliver from 3 yards out.
And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. It's a run with Mostert. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the gun, Kelly. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Take it at the 37. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Kelly.
He'll give that underneath to Herbert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Kelly finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A play fake. Now Kelly. That's complete right around the 8. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Kelly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Oliver from 8 yards out. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Kelly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Leo Chanel in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Oliver. 23 yards, the final tally. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Charge.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And now here is another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Kelly. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and goal, Kelly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him love that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.